Okay, the NSE index finally cleared the 35,908 resistance, and you will notice how the index has moved consistently. You can see up to 38,808 basis points, which is closer to my 40 to 44,000 resistance. So as the index approaches that region, I'm still watching out for opportunities that I could still trade on. So that's exactly what the Ocean Index is doing right now. Now, I actually I encourage people to always look at this index because this is just the overall driver. This is the index that helps you see where the market is going to. So without an understanding of the general market, you might actually be trading in the wrong direction. So always follow the trend, which is very important in the stock market. Now, one of the tools that I've used over time to spot this buy and sell opportunity is the MACD. I use the MACD a lot. So you can see from here when we had the first crossover, how the index moved from 25,974 up to 35,000. So you can see how MACD helped me spot that buy opportunities before the index pull back. So you can see where MACD started showing the bearish crossover, and the index since then has been trading between the 35,908 basis points and 33,000 basis points. Now, before the index cleared this part, I noticed how the MACD has started showing a potential crossover before the index cleared that part. That's why I started alerting my blog subscribers and some of the members of my WhatsApp group that it might actually be time for you to buy once the index clears this part. And since then, you will see how the index has moved up considerably. So this is very important. And as far as the MACD is still above the zero line, which is this green bar here, we are still in the bull run. So take note. So the bull run is still going on as it is right now. So that's exactly what you need to know as far as the NSC Ocean Index is concerned. Now, as we wrap up 2020 and then look forward to 2021, there are three key stocks that I've actually spotted, and I'm actually looking at trading in the year 2021. That's January. Now, this stock are also following the same trend, and MACD on each of these stocks is showing a fresh crossover. That's one of the key things I watch. Now, I make sure fundamentals are intact before I pick them. So I look at their fundamentals and then ensure that they're actually delivering good numbers quarter on quarter. But most importantly, timing matters for me. So what I watch out for is the magnetic crossover. So I want to get into this stock when MACD is actually showing a fresh crossover, and that's after a brief pullback, after profit takers might have dragged the stock downward. So that's the kind of stock I want to move into. I'm a momentum trader, so I look for momentum stock that are down on profit taking and then buy them and hope to ride them up. So that's exactly what I'm going to show you here. So there are three key stocks I'm watching out for right now, and these three stocks are showing bullish crossover. So my conviction around this stock is that aside from the fact that they are momentum stock, they delivered good numbers. In short, one of them is even up by 97% on a year to date and over 80%, and the other ones are already 30-40%. Now, my conviction around this stock is that they are still momentum stock, number one. Number two is that the last quarterly result of each of these companies they are not bad, they are still in line with my expectation. Number two. Number three, these three stocks are actually down. Now they are showing sign of another bull run entirely. And we're going to be looking at the past crossover on each of these stock to drive home our point. To explain why I think these stock are what watching out for right now. And I hold these three stocks. So before I share a stock, I make sure I buy them and then put them out there because I don't practice what I've not uh, I don't preach what I've not practiced. So I ensure that I buy the stuff that I recommend, so that that conviction will be there. That I've done my research before I put the stock out there. So one of the stocks we're looking at here is UCAP. Now UCAP has been one of my biggest winner in 2020, and one interesting thing about UCAP is that they are one of the few companies, financial stocks that has the best results so far. So that's one thing I like about UCAP. Now let's look at how UCAP has performed over time. Now, from the initial time we had this bullish crossover, you can see where we had the green bar. Whenever you see the green bar, it means the buyers are in charge. When you see the red bar, it means sellers are in charge. Now, the moment you started seeing the green bar with the bullish crossover, you see how UCAP moved from 2 naira 60 kobo, 60 kobo up to 2 naira 3 naira 23 kobo before the down um, the bearish crossover. And the bearish crossover, we saw a move to the downside. And then the recent bullish crossover, we had UCAP moving all the way from 3 naira 23 kobo. That was where I alerted my blog subscribers about two unstoppable penny stocks that I know and I'm very sure of. That I should go into. Now, that's UCAP and FCMB. You can see the crossover on UCAP. And UCAP had moved from 3 naira 23 kobo, 25 kobo, up to like 4 naira 98 kobo. That's almost close to 5 naira. I think it traded around 5 naira before pulling back. So this is the peak of the market. Now, before the bearish crossover, you can see the bearish crossover here, and UCAP pull back from that top region. That's from 5 naira down to like 4 naira 23 kobo. Now notice how the bullish crossover is emerging again. You can see here now UCAP closed today's section by 1.74%. You can see how the stock is showing a bullish crossover at this point. So you need to pay attention to UCAP right now. Now the last run we had was from September 2020, 24th of September up to 16th of November. That's like a month plus. So that's why I think UCAP is one of the stock you should be buying right now for January bull. So UCAP is one of the company you need to key into right now. So I see UCAP clearing this 5 naira region in January 2021. So the bull run we have here is going to move this company upward again. And as one of the strong stocks that we've had in the stock market with good fundamentals and also impressive dividends, I think it's going to attract a lot of attention going forward. Now, if you also look at the relative strength index right now it's 57.2, so which is also testament to the fact that this is a bullish stock that you should jump into right now. So UCAP is one of my stock to buy in 2021. Take note of this stock right now. Now UCAP closed today's section at 4 naira 675 kobo. So like I said, with this bullish crossover here, I see UCAP clearing 5 naira region. So we're looking at the minimum of 15 to 20% return on this stock. So take note. That's one. Like I said, my conviction centers around bullish crossover. That's exactly what I'm looking at. So and that's exactly what I like to use to time my entry in the stock market. So it helps me join an existing trend. Now, the second stock that we will be looking at right now is Honeywell. Honeywell. Now, I like food companies. Right now, food companies seems to be attracting a lot of attention. That's agri stock, consumer goods stock. So Honeywell also passed my check. Now, look at this crossover again. Look at it. Honeywell is also showing a crossover. I keyed into Honeywell yesterday at 1 naira 20, I think 22 kobo. So, and I'm hoping to buy more at this point. Now, from the last run we had, you can see from the bullish crossover, Honeywell moved from 93 between 92 93 kobo up to 1 naira 24 kobo before we had the bearish. So this was when the sell-off started. So right now, I think the sell-off is over and bears are actually in charge of the market right now. So Honeywell is a stock to buy as it is right now. So if you're looking for one of the stocks to add to your portfolio, look at Honeywell too. So in addition to UCAP, buy Honeywell. So I'm actually recommending these three stocks. So if you're going to buy this stock, don't ask for the best to buy. Buy the three stocks that I'm mentioning right now. So that's my recommendation. So don't say, oh, UCAP is better, Honeywell is better on the or the third one that I'm going to mention very soon. Buy the three. So I feel when you buy the three together, you would not get it wrong. Your portfolio would definitely go up by the end of January 2021. So Honeywell is a stock you need to key into right now. So look at the stock, a fresh bullish crossover, which might actually take the stock up to or clear 1 naira 25 kobo very soon. And you can see the RSI is also showing that the bull are in charge. So RSI at 68. So I think this is also going to help drive the stock to the upside. So note this. So I'm actually looking at the technical setup, because one important thing about technical analysis is that it helps you know when to buy. Fundamentals will tell you what to buy, but technical will tell you when to buy. And timing is important in the stock market, because you're actually taking advantage of the fresh flow or the influx of buyers in the market. So when you go into the market when sellers are exhausted and then you have buyers coming in, you increase your chance of making money in the stock market. But when you buy a stock that is actually at the top of the market where buyers are already getting exhausted, you would likely lose. So it's not really about looking at the fundamentals this time around, but knowing when to buy. So the best time to buy is when the stock is actually recovering from the bottom of the market, as long as the fundamentals are intact. So Honeywell is another stock I'm buying right now because of this fresh bullish crossover. So take note. The final one that I want to buy, that I'm buying right now, I already have it and I'm loading more units right now. It's Lasaco. Now, why am I buying Lasaco? Now, I've looked at some of the key metrics. One, dividend. Lasaco is currently ranks among the highest yielding dividend stock in the stock market right now, which I think is going to attract a lot of attention. And interestingly, Lasaco is also showing a fresh bullish crossover. This is it. You can see here. And as at today's market close, over 22.98 million units was traded. So that's huge. Now, when you have a huge volume of buyers, when you have huge volume of units traded on a stock like this, it tells you something. That tells you that there is a new buyer. It tells you that it's actually attracting attention, which is the key point here. Now, look at the last bullish crossover on Lasaco. I could go on to the previous ones, how Lasaco moved from 21 kobo up to 29 kobo before we had the bearish crossover. And now let's go to the recent one. We had a fresh bull here that moved Lasaco from 29.30 kobo up to 38 kobo. This is it before the bearish crossover. So I think this new bull run right now, it's a reflection of entrance of new buyers. So that's why I think. So I'm not just recommending Lasaco because I own it. Yes, I own the stock, but the fresh bullish crossover is also emerging on this stock. So, and that is also supported by the huge volume that was traded as at the close of the market today. So Lasaco is a stock to buy for me. So these are the three key stocks that I'm buying right now, and I'm hoping to add more units next week. So that's exactly how I want to trade stock in January 2021. Now, this is also how I want to move my portfolio by at least 15-20% by the end of January 2021. Now, if you're going to pick the best performing stock in January, you know something, these stocks must have shown a sign before the new year. So you will likely see them moving up by December, maybe before Xmas holiday, after, and then you see them continue the trend before the end of the new year. That's the first month in new year I made. So those are the three stocks I want to trade. Now, if you're buying this stock, don't ask me the best one to buy. Buy the three stocks together and then watch your portfolio go up by the end of January. So this is exactly how I want to trade my stock in January. So that is just my pick for you, and I hope you'll find this video useful. Feel free to like my video, share your comments. The more you like my video, the more I'm going to be getting higher ranking and reach out to more people out there, because I really want to help people make money in the stock markets.